Hi, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm working on day 18 of my March Madness series. Hello everyone and welcome. Thank you for being here today. Unfortunately, I'm not able to be live today, but I am recording this in advance so that you guys can still have a video and I can still keep up to my challenge to myself to complete all 30 days of sketches. So I'm recording this on Monday, and then I'll post it for Tuesday. So day 18, we have this wonderful sketch from Janet Fritz. I think she is Galaxy Girl Creations, and I will post her information in the description box. Christy's Beautiful Life is on series 17. So if you check out the Facebook group, 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life, you will find 17 albums under the Albums tab, and they all contain the previous series of 30 Days of Sketches and this one. So that's a lot of sketches to inspire you. And then if you look through the comments, you'll be able to see what different people's takes on those sketches were, which is really cool. There's also a collaborative playlist in the description box if you want to just go watch everybody's videos, have them on in the background. I really enjoy that. I like having other scrapbookers on my computer scrapbooking on YouTube while I'm creating. So I like the one-click playlists where you can see a whole bunch of different videos without having to go and search for another one after one has played. I'm also participating in Calvin Ball this month, which is through scraphappy.org. You can go to their website. It is also linked below, and it is just an annual challenge that they offer for free. It's a fun, hilarious game where the rules change every day. There's going to be a crop later this afternoon, which I'm looking forward to going to on Zoom. So all of those things are offered through Calvin Ball. You can go check that out at scraphappy.org. So let's get started on a layout. So since this is recorded and going to be edited, I didn't put together very much yet. So we're going to do a lot of this together, which is kind of fun. And then I can edit out the parts that take too long or aren't interesting for watching. So let's get started. So this layout, or this sketch, sorry, gives me superhero vibes. What do you think? Superhero vibes? It's not really focusing on there, is it? But you can go see the sketch in the Facebook group if you'd like to see it more clearly. So I had part of this challenge to myself was to go through my box of pre-printed photos and scrapbook what I already had printed. Most of them were from before I got a photo printer at home. And then, so I've been tackling that box of photos also, and in that box I had these pictures of Buzz Lightyear astro orbiters, I believe, over at Disneyland. And even if it's not exactly astro orbiters, because this was 2014, so I don't exactly remember, but that's the story I'm going to tell, is how my boys loved that game. Very competitive. So those are my photos. This is the paper that I chose. I found this like watercolory ombre purple and green, which I thought was perfect because Buzz Lightyear's purple and green. I also had for paper this Toy Story paper. It's an old Sandy Lion one, and I fussy cut Buzz out of it. So that's the other part of paper that I'm going to be using. And then I also used black cardstock to cut out my cut file. And I think I'm also going to use this to back my layout, so to frame my layout. So that is what I have for paper. I also have this little scrap of vellum. I have my cut file. I haven't decided which size I'm going to use. I cut it twice. I have some black cardstock to map my photos with, so that's going to go with that. And I have also cut out these little these are all from Cricut Design Space. I think some of them were purchased. I don't remember what cartridge from. I didn't look, but so I have these as well, and I embossed these with my hexagon embossing folder from Momenta. So that's the embossing folder I used. And I did that on all 3 of them. So yay Calvin Ball for getting me out and trying my tools that I ignore a lot of the time. And it's nice to see those things and to get using them again. I also printed out my journaling in a little speech bubble text box, which I think will be fun because that's how the journaling is done in the sketch. So that was my inspiration for that. So that's where we're at in terms of like choosing supplies and such. So let's get started. So I'm just going to slide all of this top stuff off because I'm going to stencil first. So stenciling is a point for Calvin Ball. I'm going to definitely be doing that. I want to stencil onto this paper here. But before I do, I'm going to cut it down to the size I want it. And I think I'm just going to cut 3/4 of an inch off of, I only want 1/2 inch. To think that through for a second. Oh gosh, okay. So off of that side, and I think this side. So 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch, and then it should fit on that black cardstock that I already have my cut file out of. So let me see about getting some stenciling done on here. I should probably grab some scrap paper. Here, put that under there. Tuck this and this. And I'm just going to tape some of that down so it doesn't move on me while I'm stenciling. I tend to be a little rough with the brush. What do I have here? Seedless Preserves Distress Oxide ink. And I think I'm going to use this Color Study stencil again, but I'm going to use this other one because if you look on here, Janet's sketch, there's like a kind of a fading out of, and there's like dots here, which is very common in like comic strip, right? So I actually looked in my comic, I do have like scrapbooking supplies that are comic specific, and I was like, there was nothing that was the coloring I wanted. So I'm like, that's okay, I'll just make my own stuff. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put some stenciling on the side to mimic that polka dot look. And I just keep reusing these tapes over and over until I can't anymore, I guess. I don't know, until they don't stick anymore, and then I usually put them away. Just tone on tone, and I'm going to try to make it a little bit darker down this side, closer to the edge of my paper. And it's not going to be exactly like the way that it appears on the comic strip, but it's got that same kind of idea, right? So do the same down this way. There we go. So I will clean that later. Okay, so I can now get this onto this scrap paper. That's going to be my matting. Do I want to ink the edges? Probably. So let's go with some Black Soot Distress ink today. And I'm going to ink the edges of my pages, my base page. Okay. So I'm just going to try to line it up kind of along that bottom line and then stick it down. There we go. So that's going to be my background of my layout. And next up, I want to get this element on to my layout. So this is mimicking the element that Janet has in the background of the sketch. It's not exact, but it's pretty close. It's got that same kind of idea. And I think I'm gonna back it with this green paper. So to do that, I'm just gonna set this on here. Just trying to make sure I'm doing it the right way because it is textured cardstock, so I want the textured side up. So then I'm just going to trace the inside of the shape first. And I just try to go a little bit slow so that it doesn't buckle while I'm tracing. And then we're going to go on the outside of the shape as well so that I know where I can cut and still not go over that edge. Okay, so then it would look like that. And I put the pencil marks on the back and I flip my cut file upside down so that when I glue it, I'm gluing it this way, right? Okay, so now I'm just going to cut that out. Okay, so next we're going to get I'm going to bring back that scrap paper and just set this on here so that if a little bit of glue squeaks out, we're not getting it on our layout or on the desk. And I'm just going to go around the edge of my shape all the way around. And then I'm going to set my shape on there and hopefully it fits. There we go. We got this piece shaping up nicely. What else we got? We got our photos, right? So I have these two photos of stuff that's kind of like outside the ride. Of course, we can't take pictures in the ride. So we got Buzz facing that way, so I'm going to put him there. We got this photo. I do think that the photos in the sketch are smaller. Like I'm assuming they're 3x4. But I had already had these printed, so probably not going to worry too much about that. I could cut this one down to 3x4 and just make them two different sizes of photos. Let's try that. Okay. So something like that. Now, we have photos, we have a background page. What do we want on here besides that? Well, of course we want a title. So what I have for embellishments that are Buzz Lightyear specific are these. So I could do Ready for Action or I could do Buzz Lightyear. And I think I'm going to go with Buzz Lightyear and then also add, what is it called? Astro Blasters. So these are really old stickers. They are from 2003, so probably before this guy was even born. So they're old, but I do pick these things up when I see them secondhand or whatever, because I always feel like I can take these clear stickers and I can put them on a scrap of white cardstock, which I have some scraps over here, and I can fussy cut around where the shiny edge is on the sticker and it makes it look like a die cut. So that's what I'm going to do with this piece. Okay, so see how that kind of ends up looking like a die cut piece? So we're going to use that. And then I grabbed some stickers that I think will go on here. It's the Astro Blasters. I also have a date somewhere on a label. My little box of goodies here. So this is also going to go somewhere. And then we have our journaling too. So let's get that cut out as well. Okay, so my little speech bubble text box is going to go on this side, just like in our, and I'm kind of glad that I cut that photo down because now that will fit better. I'm thinking I might even do this one to a 3.5 by 5. Okay, so I got that photo down a little bit smaller as well. And I don't feel like I lost anything too terribly important. So now this speech bubble will fit better on our page. Okay, and then what else? So I also want my little fussy cut Buzz Lightyear, and the reason I did this one instead of like this one or this one, because either way I would have to fussy cut, right? If I stick the clear sticker onto a sheet and fussy cut it out, or if I fussy cut it out of the patterned paper, and it was because of the way he was facing. So I didn't want him standing like this. I wanted him like he's flying out of the, does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm crazy. That's why I picked it. Okay, so there we go. That's that part. And then we have our little other pieces of our cut file, which are these little embossed, I don't know, what do you call these? I don't know. I typed in comic book shape, and that's what came up. These things. There was a whole bunch. There was also a lot of speech bubbles and stuff, so I think that's kind of fun, right? And so maybe I want this somewhere else. I don't know yet. So I'm going to set that to the side for a second. I have this little gold star vellum, and I feel like I want this in a couple of different places, so I haven't decided exactly where that's going yet. I also have my stitched stamp because I want to do some stamping as well, and I'm not sure where that's going to go. I'm thinking maybe along this bottom part where I put this washi and we have a little shelf here, maybe we'll put a stitching line down there as well. Let's try that. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my black ink and I'm going to ink it up. I've had this ink forever and it just never seems to die. I wish I could find it again because it has literally lasted me years. There we go. So there's my stitching stamp. What else do I have? I have these black doilies, but I think I'm going to skip doilies for this one because I have those and I don't want to do too much black. I could put white, but I don't know. Maybe I will if I feel like this is too stark. Maybe I'll tuck some white under at least one of those just to balance it out a little bit. We'll see. Ooh, and I have my film strips because I wanted those, one of these on here. I have essential film strips and eggplant. So I have two left. I have this solid one and this not solid one. So I feel like I could also do that. Now, another thing that I found was these old Close to My Heart rub-on sheets from the superhero collection. I don't think I have that collection, but I have these, and I'm not 100% sure why, but I thought because rub-on is on the Calvin Ball list, and so is Cloud. There is a Cloud in here that I thought I would try adding to my page, and it's the same color as this title piece. So I thought that would bring in that color a little bit. And it's got stars on it, so that covers my star point as well. I don't even know if these will work. They're old. I don't know from when, but and it has this like that kind of dot thing across the bottom that we were talking about before. That's kind of representative of like superhero comic book stuff. It's working. Let's see. Did I get it all? I did. Okay. So there we go. So we got a rub on in there. What else we got? I think that's going to be it for a minute while I glue some stuff down. Okay, so we'll use this font instead. It's a little bit more the right size. Let's see. And I usually buy a few packs, so I'm not worried about running out of letters yet for this one. Okay, friends, so I have those stuck down. I know you can see a little bit of white glue sticking out the edges. It's very thin alphas, but it dries clear, so I'm not going to worry about that. Let's see. Now I feel like I have done what I can with this beautiful sketch by Janet Fritz, and I am going to move on to my Calvin Ball list to help me embellish my page. So let me just bring that up here, and then I'll bring in my little counting paper pad, and I'm going to put day where are we on? 19, I believe. No, 18, day 18. Day 18. Okay, so let's start out at the top. So star, yes. Include 100 words or journaling or more. No, that's not 100 words. Typewriter font, I did use a typewriter font in there. Label, I do have this label with my date, and I just don't know where to put it. Maybe it needs to go down here. I feel like yes. I feel like that will work. So I'm just going to ink the edges with my black soot and get that on here. Just lift up my adhesive a little bit. There we go. So we got a label on there. And there's no selfie. We have the date. Washi tape. Yep, that green grid washi tape across the bottom. Finish a project from before March. No. Ribbon. I grabbed this ribbon because I thought if any ribbon was going to work out on here, that this would be it. I don't currently see a spot for it, so I'm going to leave it for now. And stitching, we got our stitching stamp down here. We have a frame. I did not use a frame, but there's frames in the film strip. Frame. Paper clip. I did grab a paper clip, a purple one, that I thought would be kind of cute on here. And I thought it could go onto my, like in the corner here. Yeah. There we go. So I got my purple paper clip. Enamel dots. I have these, but I haven't added them yet, so I'm going to leave them with my ribbon, see if they can find a home later. What else do we have? Hearts. So I have these little teeny tiny mini hearts. I'm just going to put one right here where it says we all love this ride. There we go. A doily, we decided against the doily. Polka dots, we got polka dots on there with our stencil. We have a camera. So I have this one that says, oh snap. I think that would be cute. So we got our camera. Handwriting, there's handwriting in my date stamp. We have arrows. I have these little cork arrows that I thought I could get on here. Let's see. We can put one here. Maybe one here as well. And then a third one could go down by my date. So there we go, 3 cork arrows. So we have arrows, a word strip sticker. Okay, so we have word strip sticker here and here, take a ride and enjoy. And those ones are from Carpe Diem word label stickers from Snap. Old Simple Stories stuff from 2015. See what I mean about digging into your stuff because you're prompted to from this little list? It's fun. Okay, so word strip sticker, film strip. Yeah, we have that purple film strip on there. Word strip sticker, film strip, hexagon. I embossed some hexagons onto those splats or whatever they're called. Plaid, no, there was no plaid. Circle, I have a circle paper clip. Birthday, no. Tag, I did make a tag. Wasn't sure what I was going to do with. I thought I was going to tuck it in behind my title, which I think I can still do. Let's see. I'm lifting things up. This is like a joke when I'm creating a live, is that if I lift stuff up, because I do it all the time, that we take a drink of our water and stay hydrated. That is the wrong side. No, it's not. Okay. So, tucking a tag in behind my photos and my title so that it's just peeking up. Now it's housing my title. Okay, there we go. So we got a tag on there. Tag, check, check. Stripes. Surely there's got to be stripes on somewhere, but I don't see any. Okay, no stripes. Twine. Yeah, there's twine in our tag. Watercolor. Well, this background paper was watercolor from a watercolor paper pack, or paper pad, I guess. Rub-ons. Yeah, we got our rub-on cloud there. What else? Monochromatic, no. Grid, there's a grid. This washi tape is grid patterned. Staple, I grabbed my tiny attacher. What do you guys want to staple today? I could staple my label. There you go, stapled. Cut file, yeah, we used that comic book cut file. Ombre, yes, this paper is ombre. And splatter, no, but I could. I have Shimmer's Vibes in Rule of Plum. So I could definitely splatter some of this on here. Where is my scrap paper? Okay. So I'm going to use one to cover my photos. Oops, and stuff on the floor. And one underneath. So we'll do some splattering. And then we'll do some in this corner as well. And again, just covering up those photos. Okay, so that is the splattering. So that's a point for splatter. Sun, no, I didn't put a sun on here. I feel like stars, I don't know. Anyway, no sun. Coffee and tea, no. Not the right layout for that. Cork, yeah, we got our little cork arrows. Bling, I can definitely get some bling on here. Where's my little pack of bling? So I have these little green ones that I thought would be fun. These ones here. I just don't know where to put them, but I feel like I could just get them in a few spots, right? So there we go. We got some bling on there. And this is just like a mixed up pack. This is not the original packaging, I don't think, of anything. Except for the, I think these yellow ones are what was actually in there. Okay, put that to the side. And we got bling. Embossing, yeah, we embossed those hexagons. Torn paper. No, but I could do some tearing with my little vellum strip. Where's that gonna go? What do you think? Where should I put it? Some adhesive there. Then put my journaling back on with my paper clip. There we go. So we got some torn paper. The color green, yes. Gears. I did grab some little gears. Let's see if we can get some on here. Like that. And I'm just going to adhere those with some glue dots because that's the best way to get them to stick to my page. And where did I get these little gears? Got them a while ago, maybe like last year or the year before on Temu. And one more. There we go. So we have a few little gears down here for another point. And then we are going to move to our temporary bonus points list, which starts off with the avocado. And I did grab a couple of space-themed avocados to see if I could get one of them on here. We shall see. Okay, so I have this little guy who looks like he's heading off to space. And I don't want him there. And then I have this guy. Yeah, I like him better. He fits better. Okay. So we are going to put our little astronaut avocado in our title section right here. Just go with this tag to cover up. There we go. And I feel like that kind of connects this cloud. It was kind of, not that clouds aren't supposed to float, but it wasn't connected to the other things. So we got an avocado on our page. White pen. No, but I could definitely find a use for it, couldn't I? So what if I just went around these little guys with some white pen? Okay, so now we have white pen traced around those little elements around our page. So we got some white pen on there. And what else we got? A sloth. No, I did look through the sloths. Didn't feel like they could fit. Pickle. Memorabilia. Flowers. Didn't feel like those fit either. Use a sketch. Yes, we used a sketch. What else? Butterflies. Also didn't feel like those fit. We were on holiday, so that counts. Cloud. We got our cloud on there. Books. No. Wood veneer. Yeah, we got our wood veneer camera. Fussy cut something. I fussy cut Mr. Buzz Lightyear. A banner. Nope. No banner. Mushrooms. No. Bees. No. Sequins. No. Hedgehog. No. Stamp. Yeah, I used a stamp here and here. So that counts for something. Journaling card. No. A bow. No. Lace. No. Dinosaur. No. Pink. No. Frogs. No. Brads. I did grab a brad that I thought I could find a home for. It says go. and it's in this blue color. And I thought it could go somewhere up near Buzz. So I'm just gonna pop a hole in here. There we go. Just gonna hold that for a second. So we got a Brad on there. What else we got? Shaker, no. Chickens, no. I could call my kid a chicken. Just kidding. He wasn't. Flags, no. Fruit, again, no. Didn't feel like it fit. Unless you count an avocado. Is he a fruit or a vegetable? I don't know. Chipboard, no. Car, no. Flare. I have a flare. Where did they go? My Scrap and Happy Studio flare. But I feel like I could probably sneak one of these on. Let's see what color. I could do this gray one. Right there. So we got a flare. What else? We're way down here. Flare. Put away 5 layouts. I do that at the end of the month. Cruise. No. Vellum. Yeah, we got that little scrap of vellum down there. Red. Yeah, there's red in here. There's red on him. So we got red on there. What else we got? Eyelet. Yeah, there's an eyelet on my tag there. That was my suggestion. Thank you, Alice. Viewmaster. I did grab a Viewmaster. I don't know if I suggested this one, but I definitely have been thinking about it. I don't think I actually said it, though. Where should I put him? He can go under my camera. That's why I didn't glue my camera down yet. Just kidding. Pulling things up. Take a drink of water. I'm very thirsty today. Try this again. What else is on there? And a ticket is the last thing. I think that was another one I asked for. And I do have a purple ticket from a swap that I'd made these for. This is a close to my heart stamp. It has all these little ticket stamps, and then I cut this actual black part out on my Cricut. Made a bunch of those for a swap a while back. And this one says Sweet Dreams Required, which I'm not sure really fits my theme here, but that's okay because we're going to cover some of it up. And okay, so now we got our ticket on there. What else? I think that's it. So ticket and Viewmaster, both. And then I'll share it in the gallery, and I'll share it on Facebook and in my Facebook post and on Instagram. I'm making a video, I made a layout. I think that's it. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53. 53 points for Calvin Ball for this layout. Thank you very much. And, oh, 54 if I put my enamel dots on. Let's do that. Okay, so I was just going to use, actually, you know what I'm thinking? I might like the white better. Weird. I was planning to use the black ones, but I think I'm going to go with the white. 1, 2, and 3. And then I think I just want it there. I don't want any more. So it definitely got our enamel dots on there for our 54th point. So 54 points for our Calvin Ball series. So make sure to do all the fun things. Go and check out other people's layouts. Comment if you can. It goes a long way to making people feel good about sharing content with you if you take the time to like and leave comments. So please do that if you have the spare minute. It doesn't cost you anything, but it's a very kind gesture. Thank you so much to everybody who has been here today and had come to watch my video. I really appreciate you all, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.